Well, welcome back, my friends, all to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoor. Little scab looking lean there. That was early this morning. Listen, this is the JackWolfKnives Collusion. It is a collaboration between Jake B Creates and JackWolfKnives. Now, I know that because last night I was doom scrolling through Instagram and I come across a young man and it had Jack Wolf and Jake B Creates. And so for some reason I stopped, and I don't say that smart. Typically before I do a review, I don't check out anything. I'll go to Donnie B All Day's video. I'll watch 30 or 40 seconds so he gets credit for the view. And then I'll typically leave a message and go back after I do my review. So whether good, bad, or otherwise, I just doom scroll. But I seen Jake B Creates, and I stopped and I clicked it. And I'm going to check him out more. What I do know about Jake is this. He's been making knives for 9 or 10 years, right? He started when he was 16 years old, and it seemed like he took off in earnest in 2020. He does a lot. Now watch this. We'll pick up on Jake in 1 second. Watch this. If you followed the channel at all, you know that is 1 inch diameter, inner diameter, 4-ply reinforced sandblast hose. This is the sharpest Jack Wolf I've ever gotten. It's NS90V. I believe these are titanium handle scales. I'll have to double check. But here's the thing, back to Jake. He makes a lot, he is a maker, he makes a lot of the EDC fixed blades. Now, because I despise the term EDC, and I despise the term EDC because of the people who think they own it, we're going to call this a pocket fixed blade. This is the perfect pocket fixed blade for me. For work, it is a Wharncliffe by definition. It has that point, so by definition, it's a Wharncliffe. Let's talk about the dimensions. And while I'm talking, guys, for those of you who are new or don't know or here because of Jake, and you're new to the channel, I usually ramble. Please watch the knife work, even if you got to turn off my melodious tones to check the knife out. This thing was honestly, it did really, really well. The overall length, I'm getting 6 9/16. 6 inches, 9/16. The blade length from the point to the top of the handle scales is 3 1/8. We've got a cutting edge, and I always mention this for some reason, y'all know by now, 3-inch cutting edge. There is a sharpening choil there. It looks really well done. I do my own measurements. And no offense to anybody at all. It's just one of those things. The inner grip, now for a pocket fixed blade, let's see, the inner grip. Now we're also going to have to count the pommel here. We're at about 3 1/2. Which people say, well, Scab, that's a small handle. It is until you begin to think about what I called it, a pocket fixed blade. This is the size of a pocket knife, right? I like pocket fixed blades for work because I work in sand and sandblast, powder coating liquids, etc. A fixed blade for me is perfect. Now, this might be a little on the expensive side for using a fixed blade at work, but I absolutely will use it at work. It's a good looking knife. This thing did everything I needed it to do. The most impressive thing to me was that sandblast hose, just shredding it. The second most impressive thing was I actually struck a ferro rod with the spine. So to me, I always talk about at the end of the video what I carry the knife. Listen, for me, this is a perfect accompanying knife on a camping trip, on a hike, on a kayak, etc. because of the capabilities. And here's the truth, guys, and I want to say this. I am appreciative for Ben and JackWolfKnives for sending me stuff to check out, and Donnie with JackWolfKnives. And I'm always appreciative. So when I say that, I want you to understand I'm as serious as I can be. And when I say this part, I'm also as serious as I can be, but respectfully, okay? I don't give a shit if you buy it or not. I'm not the QVC. I'm not here to be the QVC. They don't send me a knife and go, you know, the one guy with dashing good looks and melodious tones who we would like to represent our product to be on our website's cover is Old Scab. No, they send me knives to watch me cut stuff, right? And that's something that we do well. The knife does it well. I struggle at times, but everything you're going to see in this video is things that I actually use. I cut a lot of ratchet strap at work. I do this particular drag cut, to be honest with you, kind of to simulate a little bit of skinning, caping, etc. I know that might not be the best representation, but when we do that yellow 2-inch ratchet strap, that's as tough as you're going to find. I did stab the tire tread here. Now notice 6 to 8 inch quick punch stabs. The tip has pretty good penetration. I did it to check the tip a little bit, but I also did it because it was fun. Watch this, right through the tire tread. There we go. And we're going to stab it again. I do the stabbing some for the grip. Now, let me say this up front. I was as mindful as I've ever been, even with the quick 6 to 8 inch punch stabs, because of how sharp this knife came. I had no desire to sever the nerves in my fingers or to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? I do that stuff enough. The horizontal cut here is one of the toughest cuts, and it damn near went through all the way through that ratchet strap. I've never had a knife on here that went all the way through on a horizontal cut on a ratchet strap. This one got as close as any knife did. I'm going to research Jake B Creates. Now, I know he's on Instagram. I know that because that's where I saw him. We're doing some push cuts here. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube. I'll do more investigation. Check him out. Jake, J-A-K-E-B Creates. I'm impressed with this design. And again, the design here is a Warncliffe style blade, a Warncliffe work style blade, right? I like that style for work. I've got a couple of small fixed blade Warncliffe style blades. This one I like because it's done correctly. It has a nice balance. It has a nice weight. It has a nice tip. Here's the thing. Sheep's foot are the ones without the tips. Now again, that's by definition. If I'm wrong, I'm sure that many of you will let me know. But a Warncliffe is the one that comes with more of a protruding tip for penetration. I was talking to one of the guys at work today, and we were just kind of looking at it, checking it out. And he said, man, I love the tip on this knife. He said, I am forever using the tip of a knife for small stuff. He said, including fingernail type stuff, just under the fingernails. And we're kind of laughing, but these would be good if you needed to make traps. There's a piece of that sandblast hose again. If you pay attention to everything that's being cut in this video, it's impressive. Again, whether you buy it or you don't, I would say this, and I've been asked this, do I really recommend JackWolfKnives? I recommend you check them out. I really do. I really do, because they're well made, they're quality knives. I can go only by what's in my hand. And what's in my hand, I love. And y'all know I say that a lot. And just like I told you yesterday, I'm learning more and more and more to respect the smaller blades, to come to an appreciation of the smaller blades. Everybody knows I like my big bangers, right? But these small blades, these EDC style blades, as much as I hate saying that, have really, really, really intrigued me. I like everything about this one. And the thing with JackWolfKnives is this. Go check out Donnie B All Day. Check out his video. Check out Casey. I did this in dedication of Casey Spirin from Knives Fast. I'm probably the world's greatest knife thrower at a board. Casey is maybe top 20 or 30, but he tries. Bless his heart, he tries. Those guys are going to give you some great looks. They're going to give you some great details. They're going to give you some great specs. Those are 2 really, really solid channels. Knives Fast and Donnie B all day. And let me say this: Donnie's going to look at it from a designer standpoint. Casey is going to look at it from a design review and business owner standpoint. And Casey's one of the nicest guys on the planet. He's kind of one of them guys that are so nice you kind of want to smack him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, out of a heart of love. And I love Casey, but he's too nice. We gotta meet him up. So right here, I decided to cut off camera because if you know anything about me, I like to keep you guessing. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm doing there is probably some shit you've never seen before, and it's so technically advanced, technically done that I couldn't show it. There we go. Plus, I should probably check every now and see which way the camera's going. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do the little bit of whittling, and I was doing some of my scoop cuts. The knife did incredibly well. I'm kind of irritated with myself, honestly, because the knife did a very good job with the scoop cuts. If you want to put a tip on the stick, I did right here. I just decided to do a little bit of a tri-stick, just a quick notch. I thought, why not? Let's see how it holds. The design lends itself to use. Now, you'll notice we didn't go crazy. I did a little light stabbing. We didn't do any batoning, but it was able to slice up some of that lighter knot, which is not easy to do. It is and it's not. You're going to gunk up your blade, but this blade had no problem doing it, and we struck a ferro rod. Overall, would I care? Yeah, I'm going to. I am impressed with this one. I'm intrigued by it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more from not only Jack Wolf, but more from Jake B Creates. So here's the deal, guys. You know what we got to do now. There was a time in this country where 22 veterans a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We're headed towards the weekend. The number's going to be higher. That's why here on this channel, we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you. You have a place here. Guys, I back the blue. It catches some blowback. I get it. The whole back the blue before it happens to you. Well, it's happened to me more than it'll happen to most. I have my reasons, and I don't expect you just to accept that. You do you, boo. Finally, if you're an addict, never quit quitting. I'm Scap.